to the show. My first guest has been in our homes for nearly 40 years as the host of Chum Morning Show, Cityline, and of course, the Marilyn Denis Show. Now, she's being honored by the Academy of Canadian Cinema and Television with this year's Lifetime Achievement Award. Everyone, please give the warmest welcome to the one and only Marilyn Denis. Ready for this to feel lightly surreal, but this is perhaps the most surreal moment of my life right now.
Well, first of all, I loved what you did with the place.
Oh, thank you so much.
Nice. It's really nice.
Redo.
Yeah. Now, see, I have to now like do all this Instagram stuff now and say, yes, I was on her show. Yeah. This is what we're doing. So it's so good to be here. Look at you.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited.
Thank you.
Well, Marilyn, first off, absolutely huge congratulations on this award, a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Well, first of all, alive, because usually when you get this, you're usually dead. I feel really honored about this. I remember being in this room many years ago when Cityline started, probably right behind that bowl, thinking, I wonder how long this gig is going to last. And never thinking it was going to last in this room for so long. But, you know, it's not only daytime television, it's other things that I did from my past. And I just did it because I loved it. So I'm very honored. And I'm so glad that people are still celebrating television.
100%.
Right?
100%.
Yeah, so it's so good.
Especially daytime television. I find it's such a particular genre.
It is.
And you are such a guiding light for so many people, especially in Canadian daytime television. And it's just such an honor to have you here.
Thank you. It's a great gig, Mary Berg.
It's a good gig,
You stick with it,
I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, good.
But I wanted to go back to your first love. And that is radio.
Yes.
So you originally started off in radio in Idaho, then went to Calgary, finally landing in Toronto.
Yes.
What is it about radio that you love so much?
There they are. Oh my God, yes. Okay, I forgot that one. Oh my God, yes, we dressed as a nun outside the Catholic Church.
You got it,
That wasn't really good.
Playing pool in a bar, it's always good.
You know, I was with these guys for a long time. Chum has been with like 38 years. Prior to that, radio for 10 years in different places, Idaho, as you mentioned, and Calgary. And that is my first love. And I only think it's my first love, Mary, because I got my first Juliet transistor radio with one little earpiece, and I still have it. Really? My mother saved it.
Oh, your mom's a saver.
She's a saver. She's a saver. And I have it, and I just remember how, you know, I'd go to bed at night listening to the people talking at night, playing the top 40, and I thought, this is a great gig. And I would love to do that. You get to talk to as many people as you can. It used to be like, I used to say to my dad, keep the radio on, the Pittsburgh radio station on, and see how far it goes getting up to Guelph, Ontario, where my grandparents lived. And it went over the lake and everything. And I went, wow, that's a lot of people. So, you know, I love radio, and it's a good companion. Like, TV's great, but you can't take it with you. Well, now you can.
Now you can't.
But, you know, back in the day, you couldn't do that. And so it was great joy. And you get to talk to people without being seen, but create a picture.
I love that. It's so true. And I think that's the thing. There's so many, you're so good at talking to people. You're so good at also setting up like top 40 hits, which I know very few of. But it's so amazing.
Because you were not even born yet. That's okay. That's okay.
But I think it's such an amazing thing, to get into people's lives, get into their cars and talk to them every single day.
You're in your living room, you're in your car, you're wherever they are, like, and now everywhere. So radio is my first love. I don't love getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No.
That's not my favorite thing. But once it's like going to the gym. Once you get to the gym, you're okay.
You're good.
But getting there is not fun.
No. So when you did start doing television, when was that aha moment? Not before Cityline, before everything, when you just started kind of doing segments and things like this, when was that aha moment where you realized, oh, I think I might like this too?
When they asked me at CTV Calgary to do weather for noon. And they said, we only have 20, hello. When they asked me to do, I forgot about that bull riding episode. And they said to me, we want you to do weather for $25 a week.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow, wow.
And I had to learn a computer.
Yeah.
And so I would get through the weather very quickly. I had 2.5 minutes to do the weather, and then I would be done in a minute.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that was the way I worked. So I started doing shtick during the weather, and I went, this is fun. And they were very receptive. Thank you, anyone who worked with me at CTV in Calgary. But that's when I went, this is fun, too.
Yeah.
This is like an extension of what I do, and one marries the other very well. It really does. One feeds the other so beautifully. So, but finding out I was going to do a daytime talk show was not in the cards at all.
No.
So I was working at Chum. Deanie Petty was leaving. A whole bunch of people auditioned. They said, do you want to audition? I said, okay.
Give it a kick at the can.
Get the kick at the can.
Yeah.
And I got the blessing of Mr. Waters, who ran Chum Limited. And I got the job, and I went, really?
Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah.
But really?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but you know what I mean. It's fun.
I do. That's the thing.
It's nerve-wracking, but it's fun.
It is nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
It's something that I think it's a little bit of a challenge every single day, but I love the fact that you bring it back to fun. You found this spark. You found the thing that you enjoy about it, and you grabbed it and went with it.
Yeah, and I was very lucky that social media wasn't around at the time because I would have probably had a lot of problems dealing with people and their negativity.
Yes, yes.
Jan Arden and I talk about that a lot when we first started out, because we both met each other in Calgary.
Yeah.
That we might have been in the fetal position in the corner of a room for bad comments that happened.
Completely.
Now our skin is this thick.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
But I think that's the thing. I think if you're having fun, some people like to pick at that, and it's not. I don't know. I just think
do what you love to do. You got the job.
Yeah, exactly. I love it, Marilyn Denis.
You got the job.
Well, you said it. You hosted Cityline for 19 years.
Yes.
And just recently was announced after 40 years that show is coming to an end. Do you have any fave memories from Cityline? Oh, was it really? Oh my gosh.
My old car.
Yeah. It's a good car.
That's a good car.
Yeah, it's a good, strong car.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite moments from Cityline?
Yeah, I do. Just the fact that I met some great people, and favorite moments, as I mentioned on Cityline, when Paul Anka canceled the show. Yeah. Which nobody did, because it was a live show. And then he called me from his airplane to say, I'll do any, sorry about that. He said, I'll do any show, any date. Here are my dates I could do. And I said, as long as you can bring a baby grand in. That's great. Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé happened. He was in town for a concert. People were telling me how great this Michael Bublé guy was. So I remember listening to his CD at home. And I go, he's good. And we had him on as the last segment.
Okay.
It was a snowstorm. There were not very many people in the audience. I'd say maybe 25 out of 60 at the time. And he and I had a great conversation, very sweet. And he got up and sang to a track. And he picked a couple of people out of the audience and danced with him. I said, he's got magic. This is magic. He took that show from here to here. Yeah. So those kind of magical, when things are not planned.
Yes.
That's when it's the best. Whether there be a star or something that falls apart on the show, not like you've experienced that at all. But those are the best moments because they're real.
100%. And I learned that from you. The number of times I was on the Marilyn Denis Show and things would go a little awry. Things wouldn't go exactly as we planned. Maybe I almost burned something. Maybe something would happen. And there I am. Oh my gosh, I feel like that's my first time with baby. Oh my God. That's a Halloween one.
Yes.
There were so many amazing opportunities on this show to learn from you, to just roll with things happening.
What happened there?
Aaron came in. You brought my husband in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, and that's
my gosh. Oh, we really got my husband on that a lot.
You did.
Oh, that was a fun one. Oh my gosh.
See, those are great memories for me.
Yeah.
Those are see, you work with you have the crew that I have. And they are they come out with great ideas. Yes. Most of which I did not want to do. But once I did them, I went, okay, I get where you're going with that. Because you have to, it's about entertaining and fun and information.
Completely, and it's a collaboration, and I think that's the thing. I'm so lucky to get to work with this crew, and they came from such an amazing show, the Marilyn Denis Show, which just ended about a year ago now.
It was. I made the announcement on April 13th.
After 13 seasons. Do you have any favorite moments from the Marilyn Denis Show?
Those things that you see, those things where they're unexpected even for me. So our 10 days of giveaways. Yes. You know, I didn't even want to know what they were. And the people coming on and doing them. The way that Callista would come in. Katrista would come in.
Katrista.
And the way we announced it and how the audience went absolutely crazy. That was a good moment. Whatever moment that was.
The first 10 days of giveaways I ever did, Marilyn, do you know you had me in a refrigerator box for about 15 minutes? I stood in a refrigerator box on set. I walked in with it, they pushed it in, and I kicked out, and I terrified a woman in the audience.
Did you?
Yes. I will remember that to the day I die.
But you know, here's the thing. Like they would say it's 9 times in 10 not tell me how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be surprised with the audience.
100%.
And more than anything, I'd be like just doubled over in laughter.
Yeah.
And again, if it didn't work, it didn't matter.
Yes.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah. It was fun times.
It was such an amazing show.
Halloween was always the thing that I never looked forward to. And then once I do it, I go, this is good. I mean, see that was fun.
That is so good.
Okay, that one, I broke my veneers on. It cost me $20,000 to fix my veneers.
No, you did not.
I did.
You did not.
But I did it.
Yes, you did it, and you leaned in. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, well, those are good shows. Yeah.
Pivoting a little bit, I'd love to talk about family.
Yes.
I know how family means so much to you, and your son Adam has followed in your footsteps.
Yes.
And is doing radio. So is there something that you shared? Look at tiny little. So I've read, you've talked about him being next to the soundboard when you're shooting. So he's been in this industry, in this building, or in media since he was a baby.
When there'd be a PA day, our audio booth used to be over there.
Yeah.
And he would be playing a little Cars.
Yeah.
And he goes, shh, mommy's talking, you can't talk.
Yeah.
Which doesn't work now anymore, but it doesn't work. But yeah, he was very much loved the work and saw how much fun I was having.
Yeah.
And worked on radio for about 10 years, maybe even more than that.
Yeah.
And then he's now doing a podcast network for hockey.
Which is amazing.
And he's very sad that the Leafs didn't get in, but it's not giving up. He's not giving up. But he loves that sort of thing. And he fills in when Jamar's away.
Yes, which I love. That dynamic between the two of you is so amazing. It's so fun. You also, I love the fact on social media in particular, and just around the building, I see you getting to have brunch, which is, I feel like, something you've never gotten to have because you work such wild hours.
See that guy on the left? That's Roger Ashby. That's my producer, Tom Jokic, and that's my one of my favorite program directors, David Corey. We went to Flo's for breakfast.
Oh my gosh!
I never have breakfast.
You never have breakfast.
No.
And you get to spend time with people people that you haven't seen, your friends, your family.
I call it the breakfast tour.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah, I love it. And then we got to take Natalie, my daughter-in-law, and my son to a Steelers game and not worry about having to come back to work.
Yeah.
And I went to Italy last October for 2 weeks in October. I've never had an October trip.
It's nice.
I said, is this what it's like to... Because you're in school.
Not off season. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that was really fun.
See, this is good.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
like that. So I've done a lot of great and fun things.
And what's it like getting to spend so much time with Everly?
The best.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
The best.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story. The other day, we went out for dinner. There she is, my little...
Cute. Oh my gosh, she's so sweet.
She's much bigger now.
Yeah.
The other day, we were having dinner, a family dinner at Maple Leaf Tavern. I'll give them a plug.
Yeah.
And she sits next to me and she's having a hamburger. And you know, I have hamburgers and French fries because that's my thing. And all of a sudden, she's having a good time. And all of a sudden, her head goes down like this. And I go, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she goes, do I have to go home with those two people? She's talking about her parents. And I said,
I was going to say she wants to go home with Nana.
She wants to go home with Nana.
100%. That's a good thing.
It's great to have extra time.
Yeah.
And she's a delight. Yeah. And I'm so thrilled that she's got a great sense of humor. Oh. She's a lovely young lady. And it's just, how can you not love an almost 5-year-old? She'll be 5 in a couple of weeks.
Watching the world through a 5-year-old's eyes, what a delight.
The best, yeah.
Now, I finally just wanted to ask you, you've had a career that spanned so many decades. You've done so many things. You are such a guiding light for pretty much everyone in this industry.
Oh, it's so nice. Thank you.
What is that? I always refer to it being here. What is that driving force? What is that thing that keeps you going, even on days when they're tough or maybe you don't know how things are going to pan out? What is that thing that keeps you going?
Do you love what you do? Passion. And if you didn't do that, what would you do? You'd have no purpose.
Yeah.
So it's passion and purpose. Or purpose and passion.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of, that's your guiding kind of, I'd say it's the orb.
Yeah.
So when things are going to, not that they ever do on this show.
No,
right?
never. Yeah.
but you just go, do I love what I do? Yeah. Does happen? Yeah. And will I continue to do this? Absolutely, I'm going to do this because every day is a different day, like in life. Yeah. And this is a great job. And I am so thrilled to be able to talk to so many people And that's a gift. That's just someone has handed us a gift, right?
Yeah, it really
is a gift.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's such a delight. I've learned so much from you, and I'm so honored that you got to come, like that you came on to chat with me in the kitchen, no less.
Mary,
yeah,
I said to John Simpson, don't make me cook.
I won't, don't worry, I know.
I didn't for 13 years, and I'm not going to do it now.
Listen, I made that mistake the first time I was on. I was like, do you want to stir? And you said no, and I said, got it. Yeah.
No, you stir, Mary. And congratulations on the good stuff.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you. Huge congratulations again on this amazing honor.
Thank you.
For more Marilyn, catch her on The Morning Show on Chum 104.5 and iHeartRadio. You can also watch classic episodes of The Marilyn Denis Show on the new CTV at Home Fast channel streaming now. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.